Sinister Six, go!
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Just someone could probably like cut some syllables from Teen Titans and basically recreate it as if Doc Ock was
Also,
the guy.
here I thought that James was just doing that just for the sake of a joke. Hi, Ellie.
Hi, I'm here today.
Like I said, if Miles is relevant, she'll more often than not be here.
Well, because I saw
Yes.
Into the Spider-Verse and thought it was a fantastic film, so...
Into the
Well,
Spider-Verse
of course.
is the
Like,
best.
I'm pretty.
I'm actually on
It
my
is
way
the
now.
course,
best
'cause I-
Spider-Man.
Have you heard from Miles?
Did you also hear that apparently Into the Spider-Verse also has
I'll
apparently
be there soon.
grossed
Bye.
the least amount of money out of any Spider-Man
Wait.
movie?
Are you serious?
Yes, it has, because it's animated, which, again, we have to actually bring in the quote of, "You got a problem with
You-
cartoons?"
Oh, it's the least grossing. It completely
Oh,
makes you forget about the
jeez.
fact that it's
What the-
already.
Oh shit!
All right, I'll shut up.
No, that's
it's
not
these
you.
guys.
It's just
Don't.
Miles is currently going through a bit of an episode right now.
He's defending himself and he's double teamed.
Now.
Also,
This isn't gonna go well.
this is before he is bitten.
You just made your last
Yeah,
Yeah,
mistake.
he's not.
Punk.
Oh,
I kind of
Wait,
figured.
What the?
Yeah.
Donk.
oh,
Oh no, God, no!
Donk.
yeah, he's dead.
Does it
He's just
seriously
landed.
take this many
Non-lethal,
guys to
Oh.
stop a
Logan.
teenager?
Non-lethal.
Also,
which-
I'm
Yeah.
So, okay, is this still the same Spider-Man but with a different outfit?
yes.
It's
Yeah,
Peter,
yeah.
yeah.
No-
You can wear
oh,
different
yeah.
outfits in this
They
game.
do not have the multiverse in this game.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah, and I'm so
this-
sorry. And I'm
this
so
suit
sorry. I
in-
forgot to mention. No, I was explaining. Yeah, I forgot there are cosmetics in this game. Back to you, Hype.
Well, first off, this suit in particular is a suit that he got after completing one of the side missions with Black Cat.
I'm fairly certain that this is a Black Widow suit, because if you
Could be.
Hi.
look at the symbol, it's very much Black Widow's.
You're Spider-Man. You're the amazing Spider-Man. You're the spectacular
And
Spider-Man.
all
He
adjectives-
can't
and
stop
all the
shaking his
adjectives.
hand.
Uses.
Look, that was really brave. But next time, leave the fighting to the pros.
Why do I recognize your voice? No, you don't.
What if there aren't any
The
around?
looky.
Well, you can't just go swinging at someone twice your size. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fight guys stronger than me all the time, but when I do it, I have
Oh, like that time you fought Rhino on the Brooklyn Bridge? That was so awesome.
perfect example. If the other guy's bigger, you gotta be quicker. Okay?
Okay, but
Sound advice.
It's easy for you to say. Sorry, I just can't.
I do
what
like
you
Miles' actor here.
Yeah, no, his actor is like the current main
Alright, put him
actor
up.
for Miles in
Seriously?
all
Yeah, come
the media, excluding Spider-Verse.
First
Wait.
thing,
Come on.
don't let the adrenaline get
We're
to
gonna
you.
teach him how to fight.
Breathe slow,
Keep your thumbs out of your
Relax.
fists.
hip square to your opponent. Let them make the first move. Now use your feet. and When they go off balance, look for an opening. Boom.
Like that?
Yeah.
Don't-
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Aw.
Only this time, just let me have it. Right on the jaw. Okay? I
Ouch!
Ooh,
What if he was
nice.
just like,
Oh.
Nice right hook.
It's all good.
I would have loved if he was just like, ow!
And,
Don't forget.
I didn't think it actually hit me.
Hey, I'm the Amazing
I
Spider-Man.
go.
Hey,
Also, Miles in this game.
Thanks.
You know, and after
Anytime.
This cutscene,
He's also adorable because, like, look at his reaction to what just happened. He's just like,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
yeah.
I will
Yes,
never
it is.
wash this hand off ever again.
I love Miles. Hey, wait, now we get to play as him. But
Because yeah, he's on his way to feast.
Shelter should be just ahead.
yeah,
I don't
and
know why he's. I don't know why
Yeah,
he's
why was he
creep
tiptoeing
walking.
there?
Why is he prowling? Anyway, back to you. We're not in stealth mode.
Bro,
Just
Oh,
walk.
my
believe
hand-
this.
my-
I just
wait.
met Spider-Man.
Oh.
What? That's crazy. Hey, did you show
Is
up
that the,
Hacking now.
what, the Chinese theater?
Man, I totally
Nah, it's
forgot.
just Chinatown area.
but
Oh, okay.
yeah, this is in LA.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'll show him next time.
yeah. So anyway,
I gotta
the,
go. I promised my mom I wouldn't
The
be
thing
late.
about Miles in this game, the one in Spider-Verse is incredibly intelligent. They go over that and point that out.
Stop creeping. man.
This one actually shows how intelligent he is.
Oh.
This is also. Oh, and this is. It's a Sable Tech checkpoint because again, after all the demon stuff, yeah, Sables are some mercenaries that the mayor hired to try and keep people safe since he didn't believe in the police.
And-
But with our
yeah.
hacking app, we can hack their tech.
Oh, he's got
Yeah,
his
once again-
he's got his elite hacking skills.
Well,
'Cause
it's
once
not
again,
just that,
I'm-
is that it's also the fact that we brought up in quite a few parts. Sable mercenaries are fairly incompetent.
Don't fail me
They
now.
suck.
They-
Look at this. They have their tech can be hacked by college students.
They have-
can't shoot the
They
shots out
have
of a
been
barn.
trained at the school of XCOM aiming.
Like, really? These guys...
Hey!
These are the worst mercenaries ever. That's the thing. These aren't thugs on the street.
Yeah.
These are hired mercenaries. This is a very weird, like,
under the gate
this is
on
the
the
one
left,
point in the game where you
or
can
over
really
the
take
scaffolding
two
to the
different
right.
options. It's weird. I'm gonna go the top option. May as well.
I have the
Oh,
high
take the high
ground.
road.
Well, is there much of a difference between the two in terms of like what's the end result?
The exact same. Just either on one end you're trying to dodge guards, here I'm trying to dodge drones that I can hack anyway.
Which
so
one
this
is
a bit
more
easier.
fun to you?
I like hacking
Yeah, no.
things. So.
Anyway, Sable Tech is horrible at everything they do, including their aiming, because they graduated at the XCOM School of
Things have
Aiming.
mounted guns?
In which
Yeah, the kind of-
you can be right in front of the enemy, have a 99% aiming, and it will still miss.
You know,
Matt, I found out-
what sort of fucked up timeline are we in where the Rabbids school of aiming is actually far more reliable than the XCOM school
Also,
of
yeah,
aiming?
no. Also, yeah, and also these drones are set to lethal mode. If they see us, they will shoot you.
Cameras down. Time to move.
Hopefully with
I mean, just
non-lethal
in broad
darts.
I hope. Also,
Knowing
Matt,
them, there
I can-
probably is non-lethal darts.
Also, Matt, I can even one up you because I've seen. Whoa. Because
Whoa.
I can also one up you, Matt, because I've seen now images where it's like, yeah, no, not even that. In the XCOM school of shooting, your bullet can go through their head and it will say that you missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because of the hitboxes. If they're small
And the
enough,
animation.
the graphics don't really matter.
Well, shouldn't
Darn
they-
intangible bullets. Why'd I waste my money on these?
Well, hold on.
less
Does that really hold any sort of merit in a strategy RPG?
I'm in the clear.
I guess it really shouldn't. It's all about the whole point is the planning phase.
Like, honestly, when it comes to XCOM, I always figured that was just intentional design, and it's bad intentional design.
Here's the thing. The aiming is intentional, but it's intentionally fucking horrible. Because, which sucks, because here's the thing,
and I
it's a
chose
strategy
this over
game,
more
but it's a
therapy.
strategy game
I mean, it
unlike
was helpful.
Fire Emblem,
The guy
it
said
works
everyone grieves in their
against
own
you.
way.
The game does not work for you like Fire Emblem or even Rabbids.
no, it
It
works.
works
Let's
against
Because I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it. Doesn't
It's
No,
it?
it's all
just-
the different elements.
Why is it that whatever most genres that Mario touches, he makes better?
I don't know.
I gotta go.
Just
I
that
don't know, I-
Nintendo
I'll call you on my way home.
production.
I
I mean,
love it.
at the end of the day, it's just pure coincidence.
Yeah. All right, so we made it to feast. Finally.
Whew. Time to do some good for the world.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Peter. And he's not going to recognize his voice at all.
Hey, sorry
Nope.
I'm late, man.
Oh, no, I'm just glad you're here.
He doesn't
I
have
mean-
a different
So,
voice.
Some people
can I do to
can
help?
sound
Why don't you
alike,
start
but not
just
look
by,
alike.
getting
I
comfortable
mean, there's
with
also
the
the
place.
matter that whenever
a few people
Spidey's in the mask, like,
You know what? Everybody
imagine
wants
some of the
coffee.
muffle might hide it.
Yeah.
There,
And I'll
But
be
hopefully it
back
doesn't
in a
hide
little
it
while
too
to
much
check
to
on
the
you,
point
Zachary.
where he couldn't understand a thing he said.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Don't worry about Mr. Hodges. He doesn't
He
bite
just sees ghosts.
much.
He just sees ghosts and talks to them in his sleep.
Yeah.
We call him the Nightmare.
Yeah, he's like, well, hi there. And Dolores, he's
But-
talking to me.
fun fact, Nightmare is going to be the villain of the next Doctor Strange movie.
Need help?
Nice.
Awesome.
Unless
Actually,
you know what the
you know
hell
what?
quark
I'm
is.
definitely looking. Well,
It's a subatomic
out of all
particle.
the things that they announced at Comic Con, that's
You
one
know,
of the
the
things I'm the
building
most
block
looking
of
forward to because
photons,
first off, it
neutrons,
has we're going to be
hadrons,
seeing more of Scarlet Witch, and I kind of think
subatomic.
she's one of the more underappreciated
Fits.
members of the MCU.
Good one,
And
kid.
second off, just the whole premise, I'm just interested in because we have Nightmare. I'm curious to see if we're going to see Shuma Gorath in there.
I mean, Shuma Gorath would be
you
fun,
mind if I take a
but
look?
personally, I just want
Oh, we have a couple of
legit
CRTs at school.
Dormammu.
I know how to fix
I
these.
want the
Yeah.
legitimate Dormammu instead of I look nothing like Dormammu, but I am called Dormammu.
Well, to be fair, you could say that for like a
be a
lot
loose
of like
coax cable.
adaptations of characters.
I don't know, even Ego looked like
Be
Ego.
my guest.
Let's see if actual science and not brute force saves the day.
Yay.
I know, right?
Well, I don't know. The engineer seems to beg to differ. He just needs a
Huge-
wrench and
Oh, god damn it.
The hero killed
It had
in
to be
the City
this
Hall bombing,
broadcast.
as reports emerged that he used
God.
his own body to shield others in his last
so
moments of life.
Hey, you kids. I'm empty here.
What were you talking about there?
he's talking about what's on the news.
Yeah.
Man
Yeah.
didn't do nothing heroic except get himself
His dad
blown
just
up.
died and he didn't
bad.
know. Wait, did he know that his dad died?
He's gonna be helping out.
Yeah, he saw his
didn't know.
dad
He
die.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Now
watched
see,
it
I
happen.
wasn't there to see that.
It's fine.
It's
Pretty great that
fine.
even though he's got a
You
lot of
you were
stuff
probably
going on
busy
right
at the
now, he
time.
decided to come and
And
volunteer.
the old man had no idea
Okay.
about the connection. Now
Yeah.
Peter just explained it, so he's.
Thanks.
Please don't kill me.
Listen, kid, I'm sorry about your dad.
Okay, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He just let the
See if that
little, he
made
just
me
let the old
kitchen.
crotchety part of his brain take over for a bit there. Sandwiches.
It's funny.
Sandwich.
I had a real
I gotta take off, but,
curmudgeon of a customer
help
come
for
in
you.
today.
Miles,
Twice.
nice to see you.
He's like,
Grab an
That must have
apron,
been
wash your
fun.
hands, and
I mean,
I'll show you around.
it was a brief exchange, but still,
Hey,
I
Peter.
could just tell he was just like he's one of those old guys that screams at the clouds or screams at kids to get off of his lawn.
Almost noon.
He was that kind of guy.
Dr. Michaels.
Stop raining
Better
on
get
my
to the valley and
car!
locate it.
So
I hate
it's-
coming here. Well, why do you come here then?
Hey,
Cause I have
you
to.
got to serve Soldier 76.
I saw this. I did see this great. Oh, they're still playing their dang game. Yeah, I saw this really fun customer service story on Reddit talking about how someone
that's
had
a
shown
wise
up to the
man
store
right there.
saying, like, "Oh, it's like I'm not gonna pay this outrageous thing. I can't afford that." And we're like, "We're not doing discounts. Like this is our accepted rate." And then they said, "Quote: Oh, it's the girl who got
Miles
herself.
has had it rough.
That's the girl who got herself a job from the very beginning about the freaking wheat cakes."
Nice.
Again, it's I like the
experience.
consistency of seeing these characters around. Anyway,
I got a job at
yeah, she got a job with the coffee bean. Yay!
Yay.
Turns out,
Good for
Soon I'll be
you.
able to get my own house.
I'm pretty good with
Wow.
people.
That's fast.
I could have told
Anyway,
you
Wait a
that.
so-
minute, the coffee.
Way to go, Gloria.
What is it called?
It's the coffee
bean.
bean.
Just coffee bean.
It's just a coffee shop.
Yeah. Just a
Coffee
standard
bean?
house.
I feel
It's like
I
coffee
feel
bean
like,
and tea leaf.
I feel
I don't
like that's I feel like that is either the legitimate, like
I think it's just a super generic name for a coffee shop,
Or-
and totally
Yeah.
coincidental.
I can't remember, but I do remember that Ben Riley in the comics worked at a coffee shop. I just can't remember the name of it.
Oh, I see. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
also,
there are constant references like that throughout this game.
Right. Anyway, so the customer service. Oh, here, Yuri.
Hey,
so
Yuri.
the customer
headed to the Bowery
service.
to make sure Michaels
So the
gets
customer
to his
service
safe
story went
house.
like she's saying,
You
"I
know,
can't afford
safely.
that," and then it went to the whole thing.
I wouldn't
I'm
do
never
that.
coming here
Silver
again. The guy
Sable made
said,
it clear you are not
technically, you
welcome.
couldn't even afford
well,
to
what's
shop
she
here
gonna
in the
do?
first
Shoot me?
place. So
Honestly, 50-50 chance.
Yeah, it's no
this is
great
nice.
loss, really.
I'll be in the neighborhood,
just
but
a
not
nice
too close.
comeback. It's just
Just in
sometimes
case.
you just have to let them go, and you can't allow yourself to be disrespectful. Let's wear the
Oh
resilient
my
suit.
god!
Oh, wow.
I thought the suits couldn't get any shinier than what we had way back when we actually
Well,
met Jefferson.
Well, real quick, what was the name of this suit again?
Resilient.
Ah.
Also,
I have
It looks like
no idea what
painted
it's from.
chrome.
yeah.
Let me look up what the resilient suit's from. Oh no, the stealth challenge. Go
Also,
ahead.
by the way, Yuri Watanabe is basically our police. She's our police squadron.
She's our Gordon
friend.
Freeman. Not Gordon Freeman. Freaking
Gordon?
You mean
Inspector
Commissioner
Gordon. Inspector Gordon.
Commissioner
Commissioner
Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah,
Yes, Commissioner
she's our
Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon. However, she has kind of a dark side about her. But also,
We won't see that until the DLC.
But also, fun fact: her actress is Tara Platt, who is married to Yuri Lowenthal, aka Spider-Man here.
Oh, he did. Yep. So the two of them probably had some fun little banter.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look up what the resilient suit is, and or if it's an original thing. The resilient.
Yeah, because there are
suit-
some suits made just for this game.
Oh, okay. It was an original suit. You get this is one of the DLC suits, but this original suit was designed by Marvel illustrator Gabriel Delato.
Never heard of them.
Well, that's the thing. So some of these suits were designed by Insomniac, some of them were designed by Marvel Studios. All right, we have one challenge
stay.
left. 2 challenges left.
Well, I gotta say, the artist certainly has a fine taste in chrome.
Well,
God, I
to be
Everything's
fair,
chrome in the future.
Well, to be fair, that's just transition from pencil to game, from pencil to 3D.
So real quick, I guess I'll say, since you have a PS4, does the movement, does this look at all interesting to you? Bree?
I mean, I don't know. I'm still kind of neutral on this, like on the superhero genre of games. Like I consider myself a very casual viewer of superhero media.
Hey, my first
But
camera.
I mean,
I got this at a yard
this game
sale.
does look well
Still
made
uses
and
film.
fun. I'm just
Yeah,
not
I
sure it'd
mean-
be my thing though.
Well, if it does help, we like the game's gotten the price drop like every.
It's like
or- or
$20.
it drops its price every now and again, and I think like not that long ago it went on sale for like $20.
And yeah,
Okay.
It's the library.
Library.
God, how much I love
and
photography.
also the game does have a really nice story, characters, and like really fun gameplay. From
Yeah,
what I've seen, so.
I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying it's not really my type of game.
But what?
That's fine.
But what if it started
Oh,
live?
oh, hey, guys, this is Squeeze's introduction to these.
Yay!
Spidey, there's a dragon that's flying around the premises.
Devil
What?
Harry.
Okay, just to give Ali.
Peter, I accidentally released Fing Fang Boom.
Just
Wow.
to give
Feels like
I
Harry's
was about
not
to say,
Go
just to
ahead,
give
go
Ali
ahead.
context, these stations where
he's
you
okay.
see, these are part of a side mission that involves
algae's
Peter's
already
friend
killing
Harry.
fish.
Basically,
If I
these
don't
are
stop it,
all
it'll
like
work its
little
way up the food
experiments
chain
that
fast.
were kind of
I whipped up a
basically
virus
mess
that'll
ups
attack
that
in Harry's
Harry's
lab.
dad did because,
I need
you
a
know,
sample
his
of the
dad
algae
is
to
kind of
make
a
it
dick.
work.
And
Gotta get
these
to the
these
lake.
side missions are
Stat.
basically us cleaning up Norman's mess.
I see.
So we make a joke that-
the joke happens is that every time, like, Harry made these stations with the best intentions, but what happens is that every time we go to a station, it just so happens to be that, oh, a natural crisis is about to happen.
Quick and dirty
Yeah,
way to
so-
And we
avoid
have to
G-forces,
immediately
jump off a
stop
tall
and save
building.
it. So for this one, we have to.
Tallest
So for
one
this
around
one, the actual main goal of the
wish I could
game
do
is we
this in
need
a
to
lab, but there's
jump
no
off of
time.
buildings and just like suicide dive off of them at the last second before like swinging ourselves up because we're trying to create a lot of G-force. Got it.
Whoa!
To help mix the chemicals. So now we have to do this from an even higher building.
Yeah, no. But
Yeah, but, like to give them credit, they do offer like a nice bit of gameplay variety.
hold on, wait.
compared to
When
some
we
of the other
jump,
missions.
when we jump off, hold on. Give me a second.
Nervous, I guess.
Hold on.
We gotta. I have to get to. I gotta get to a building that's at least 250 meters or higher. So I think this building should be to do the trick. Let's see.
Alright.
Nope, not
run.
enough.
Have you
That
tried
one-
doing it
that
like
one's
off that
probably
tower
tall.
there?
Yeah, that one might
That's
do
not
it.
probably tall enough. Yep, more than 250 feet.
Hey, wait, hold on.
This
Give
is
it a
gonna be
second. Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?
Whoa!
Ow.
I would have loved if I slammed into that.
Did anybody even
Swing.
understand my joke?
I know.
Yes, you
It's the big Miles Morales sequence from Into the
Which,
Spider-Verse.
Gui, I don't know if you know this, but did I tell you about the animation in that movie?
I think you did.
And it's tailored to the toxic algae.
So,
Won't hurt
quick
normal
fun
plant life.
fact, in
Which is
case
good,
I have not
'cause,
told
Park
anybody,
Without Plants is
or
just
to those
a
who just
vacant
don't
lot.
know, the movie is animated at 12 frames per second for most of the characters. With the exception,
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, with the exception of the Spider-Man. However, there's only one Spider-Man who is, like, all the Spider-Men are animated at twice the main frames, 24 frames per second. With the exception of one.
Beautiful.
That being Miles Morales. Because he's an
He's not a
untrained
Spider-Man.
He's an untrained new Spider-Man. And because
Yeah.
of that, he only starts being animated in 24 frames per second when he does the leap of
The
faith.
hostage is dead.
Yep, I remember. I remember you mentioning that. I think that's a clever use of character growth.
It
Actually,
is
well,
very-
And
It's
just the
not
media.
something anyone with an untrained it's not it's not something anyone would notice
said.
at first glance.
Right.
Right.
Unless
anyway,
you're
just-
like a really well-trained animator.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I noticed that Miles looked a little slower, and I thought that the Spider-Man looked kind of smoother. And I thought, oh, well, maybe it's just my eyes playing trick on me. No, like, legitimately, I was watching a video that explained that. And it was really cool.
Yeah.
So we're
So-
just doing another stealth challenge here.
I was under the impression we'd be seeing a dragon in this.
We were
No,
talking
no,
about
that was just
no.
that was just a joke.
Yeah,
that was
that's
the joke.
the thing
about-
that I think we should also give context. Like, because each of them starts off with like Harry basically going, "Peter, something happened." We pretty much made it a running joke where every time we got to him, we come up with these elaborate, idiotic things that Harry would say had happened.
Hey, Peter, Hey, Peter, I accidentally sold Fox back to Marvel, and now we're going to have the X-Men in the MCU.
Oh,
Too
that's
long-
not too bad.
Too long didn't read, Gui. It's just the old time honored rule of if you can't see the dragon in the room, odds are you're probably the dragon.
Okay.
Well, we already know she's a dragon, but
That's what he
But
means.
It's a
That's
joke
what he
about
means.
her. Like we saw the dragon, she couldn't because she was the dragon. Anyway.
Doc left
Oh,
work.
Doc Ock, what's up?
Parker, I wanted to thank you.
By the way, Otto is
Your work on the
Dr.
neural
Octopus.
interface has been
He's not called that in this yet.
I wish you
Otto
could see
is
what
our
that
friend in
means right
this.
now.
Yep, we're helping him out, and he's voiced by Rigby from Regular Show.
Yes, he is voiced by Rigby from Regular Show, and funny enough, he's one of the few actors that their character model actually looks like their actual actor. Yes!
Minus the beard.
Yeah.
Powerful and insidious
Like,
force.
once you see Doc Ock, he looks
like
the
the sound
exact
of that.
same, like
Need
his
to check
actor
on
looks
Dave
the
when I
exact
get
same.
Gentleman's Tombstone, because I know that's why we're here.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's that. There's a photo of that, and yes, I'm on my way now. If they were thorough. Right? If we go over here, there's a backpack, but first.
Oh yeah, there's also
here,
backpacks that you can collect throughout the city.
Top on these
Yeah.
tombstones. Don't worry about it.
I remember
And over here.
seeing like.
There
like,
it
my,
is.
my sister showed me a bit
Hey,
of this
Uncle Ben.
game because she bought it. She's a bigger fan of
Doing my best to
Spider-Man
make
than
you
me.
proud.
So there's Uncle
What year
Ben's
did he
tombstone.
die in this one? 2010.
20. Yeah. So there you go.
And this takes place in 2018, so yes, it has.
Well,
been-
actually, just
Is
just
2010 when the Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, came out?
no, that's 2012.
Rejected costume
Okay.
designs. Ooh. Not bad, but I think the White Spider was definitely the way to go.
As many fans would say, but I like the White Spider. Hey, oh yeah, and in this universe, J. Jonah Jameson is basically Alex Jones.
Yeah, he runs a, for all intents and purposes, it's basically a podcast he runs.
Because he no longer works at the Daily Bugle.
Oh.
And okay, this was accidental. I apologize. You don't actually see this, but apparently Spider-Man was going along the building trying to stop, a crime, and a woman was in the shower and her window was open and she was on the. I don't think Spider-Man actually saw anything, and we didn't see anything, but.
Mega Man, what do you think you're doing?
Anyway, but that was it. I think I just need to look for that last tombstone. Oh yeah, here it is.
Tombstone. Tombstone's already
Not
done.
tombstone. The last Taskmaster challenge. I want to try and get a better score on this one because I need at least a silver rank.
By the way, in case you're wondering, Tombstone is the character in Spider-Verse that is everybody's fucking bitch.
Wait, here he's intimidating. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, he's the white guy that gets beaten up by everyone, including
Right.
Aunt May.
Yeah,
He's the albino guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you knew he was
wait,
albino.
only interesting fact is that he is voiced by an actual albino. A rapper named Krondon, who also plays a famous albino DC character named Tobias Whale.
Oh, that's right. He's. I'm trying to remember. Is that the? I don't know what game type. Is he in the Black Lightning show? Because I know that there is
Yes.
an albino actor in that.
Yes, he
cool.
is
Okay.
he is Tobias Whale in that show, and he does a fantastic job. And if they are to bring Tombstone into the actual movies, they definitely need to get him.
Like,
That'd be
I've been
nice.
kind of on the fence about watching Black Lightning. Like, I've heard good things about it. It's just something that
fantastic.
hasn't really.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's really damn good. And again,
Where's this thing
all,
going?
all of the actors do a fantastic job. Mainly Krondon as Tobias Whale.
But yeah,
Right.
this is the last Taskmaster challenge. As soon as I freaking catch this drone.
Oh boy.
It's on a track.
Hold on, real quick, just to give wee context about who the Taskmaster is. He's basically Skeletor if he was actually menacing.
Oh,
Well,
really?
he's basically this mercenary that basically his big shtick is that like he can be able to read
I can
a
do
fighter's
better.
body motions to pretty much not only predict what their next move is, but he can also copy said move.
Yeah.
For no reason, I'm going to be turning on a new power-up that's going to break that fight. Don't mind me. Where is it?
Also-
Arms race. This stuns all enemies near me. So, with that said, everybody, let's go on an adventure! With no
An
problems that
adventure.
we're gonna have. No problems.
Da
No
da da
worries.
da 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 da.
Oh! What?
Taskmaster
I
comics.
got you now, Spider-Man!
Meet the Taskmaster.
Surprise me if you can.
Let's go.
Fun fact: he used to be a SHIELD agent.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and they revealed that he and okay,
Oh.
so
There you go.
Oh, okay. There's a ledge.
Oh, of course there's a ledge.
So anyway,
Ow!
wait, so you know, I'm a big fan of the MCU. They revealed the next lineup of movies, and the next one is going to be Black Widow, and finally, Taskmaster is going to be in that universe, and he's going to be the villain in that. And I'm excited because I love Taskmaster.
I know next to nothing about Taskmaster.
And
Well, I
yeah,
was about to
Taskmaster
make
can
the-
use a lot
I
of
was-
her moves now.
I was about to make the joke. It's like Allie hears all this. She's like smiling and nodding, and she's like, Unless it's the Spider-Verse sequel, just pretend you care.
Or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
That too.
Guardians
I
of the
forget she
Oh,
actually likes this.
actually, did you see Thor Ragnarok yet?
No.
You need to watch it because it is pretty much a Guardians. And
it is.
fun fact, the next movie is going to definitely.
Ow.
The next Thor movie has been announced, and it is just going to be the exact same thing as Ragnarok.
Because it's the same
That's
actor.
fine.
The same director, I mean.
Yeah, same director. It's like, well,
Hey, it worked.
well, Thor Ragnarok is
Oh,
We did it.
damn you, Spider-Man!
basically is like.
Again.
School's out, Taskmaster. Why are you
Cutscene.
stalking me?
An organization hired me to see if you're worth recruiting.
Totally not
I'd rather
AIM.
be Jonah Jameson's foot masseur than work for anyone who'd hire you.
Your
That's... wow.
boss pays
Are you sure?
Figures.
Are you sure about that Spider-Man? I heard he's got some rather stinky
Wait,
feet.
Figures?
6 figures.
Wait, where'd it go?
Nah.
Yeah, okay. But
Nah.
6 figures, that's impressive. Anyway, but yeah, no, we're not gonna be some mercenary
Yeah,
guy.
no. So yeah.
And that's it for Taskmaster.
So yeah. Anyway, Thor Ragnarok, definitely watch that because it is pretty much Guardians of the Galaxy as well, and hell, it even has like a few characters from Guardians if I remember correctly. But the next, but basically, Marvel was like, well, it's our only successful Thor movie. Let's do that again with the same director because we actually have a formula now.
Pretty much. And actually, real quick, before we do end off, Logan, when's the next time Miles will be relevant?
Next part? No, next part. Honestly, not for a couple parts. Like,
Okay,
not
then
until,
we-
like,
okay,
And that's
we-
the point where Allie's like, well, I'll see you guys in the later.
Well, time to
was
go back
about-
to my cave.
I was about to say you can go back to sleep now. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
Well, no, you can go back to playing Spyro. See ya.
Hi, everybody.